Hi friends, welcome to my humble homestead. So in today's videos, I am going to continue and show some meals that I have done. There are a lot of the meals that I just eat as leftovers and things like that. So I am just going to put together the meals and show you the ones that I have made. And then I'll show you some pictures of some ones that I've done. And then you can see how easy it is to throw some meals together. Here is some meals. Hi friends. So I have been feeling a little sluggish these last few days. I took out a freezer meal, some easy fiesta soup here. The weather changed drastically. It went from 50s to blizzard outside. So that affected me, and hopefully it'll warm up again soon. But just to do something quick and easy, I thought I'd take a freezer meal out and throw it in the slow cooker. So that is what we're having today. Hi friends, so I found some ham bones in my freezer. I'm going to continue with the pantry challenge, cleaning out my freezer, cleaning out what's on my pantry. I'm going to start off by making some bone broth here. And then I found a few jars of split peas on my pantry. So I'm going to go ahead and make some bone broth, have that for morning bone broth. And then I'm going to turn the rest of this into some split pea and ham soup. So I will show you how that goes. I'm going to get this going with some water, some garlic, little apple cider vinegar, and some onion, celery, a little carrot. Just let this cook all day and getting it going. Hi friends, welcome back to my humble homestead. Today I am going to take what's left, that's hot, of my bone broth that I made. I made this from ham, and I am just going to quick, easy turn this into a soup. So I just have some dehydrated carrots here. I've got some canned split peas. I took out the onion and the celery and I just took the meat off the ham bone there. If I feel like I need more meat, I do have some more ham that I need to process in the fridge that I'm going to slice and freeze up for sandwich meat in the fridge. But I'm thinking this should be enough. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cup of these dehydrated carrots, and I'm just going to throw those in there. I'm going to let those rehydrate and cook in the broth. Then I'm going to literally just throw these veggies and meat back in. In my slow cooker. This way I'm not dirtying up any more dishes. I already had the broth in here. So I'm just going to use up what I had. And these split peas were already canned and cooked. So I'm literally just going to open them up and put in there however many I need. We'll start with the first can. And this is what we call convenience food. This is why we preserve and can everything ahead of time. Super fast, quick, easy soup. The broth I already flavored. I'm going to stir this up. See if we need the third can of split peas or if this will be enough here. So I do kind of like a thick soup. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this slow cook for about an hour, and then everything should be heated together. And then I'll probably freeze half of this and eat the other half. I think I am going to add that third can jar. I kind of was thinking, since these are pint jars, that I would use all three. There we go. And yeah, there we go. This will make a nice soup. Last year I canned some split pea and ham soup, and that turned out really good too. This here, I'll make a decision whether I want to can it. It does look like it made quite a bit. There we go. That looks perfect consistency. There's a big onion chunk in there I need to cut up. That looks much better. Still gonna break up some of those split peas. And this just really needs to heat through. Everything's already cooked. And that is how quick and fast it was, just like that. So I'm gonna cover it and let it cook. And then I will show you it pretty much when it's done, but that is it. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the pantry challenge, emptying out your jars and freezer stuff as well. Here is chicken gravy in a jar. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to take one of these quarts and I am going to show you how we can use these. The first thing we could do is we could certainly just open it and heat and eat it. It's delicious that way. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and bring it on over to the stove, get set up over there, and I will show you. See you in a minute. I am going to open up my jar here. Nice seal there. And I am just going to go ahead and empty it out into a pan. Get all the, it smells so good. All of those flavors and seasonings that we have in here. So now you can just heat it and eat it this way. If you want to have it just with the dinner, you can put it over some noodles, egg noodles, or some rice. You can also thicken it. So we're going to make it into a gravy. Now, I actually want to make it a little bit more brothy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a cup more of broth and put it into my jar, and then I'm going to mix it. You can mix it with either 4 tablespoons of flour or arrowroot. So I'm going to take about half of that broth just because I want to have some more broth, and we want to do this cold. So I'm just going to put my thickener in here. Like I said, if you want to use flour, you can use that. That works fine. Or like arrowroot. So I'm just going to mix it up in here. And now you don't have to add more broth. If you don't care if you have enough broth, you can certainly just do it right in here. But the key is that you don't want to heat it up yet. You want to get the thickener all mixed in really good so you get all the lumps out. So you want to get it all mixed up here really good. And then we want to, you want to mix it really good. And then I'm going to pour it in here. So once we know it's all mixed in there really good, then I'm going to turn the heat on here. And I'm just going to bring this to a nice simmer. And I'm going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. And once it simmers, it's going to thicken up really well. Now, once this thickens up, I am actually going to quickly make some dumplings together. Now you can have this just as the chicken and gravy, and you can pour this over egg noodles. You can pour it over rice. You can actually add a whole nother quart of chicken broth to it, and you can pour in a bunch of egg noodles and just have some wonderful creamy chicken and noodle soup. That's another way to have it. So that's 3 or 4 different ways. But what I want to do is I want to make some chicken and dumplings. So I'm going to quick get some herb dumplings going while this is thickening up. So let's get on over to the counter over here, and we'll get some dumplings going real here. Okay, so right here in my bowl, I have 2 cups of flour. So you can use whatever flour you have. Sometimes I mill my own. This is organic white flour. We're going to do 2 cups of flour. To that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. And we'll do 1 teaspoon of pepper. And then 1 tablespoon of fresh or 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. And then I'm just gonna mix or whisk that up there. And then I'm gonna make a well in the middle. And in the middle, I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of milk. And 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And then I'm just gonna mix this up here. And this is gonna be our dumpling mix. So now I'm gonna head back over to our chicken and gravy dinner, and I am gonna show you how we can just mix this in to our chicken gravy in a jar mixture and turn these into some super easy dumplings. Look at how quick and easy this is, just thickening up just like this. And we have a thick chicken and gravy in under 5 minutes. Okay, so now take a tablespoon at a time and drop the dumplings in to the mixture. I'm going to see if I can mix these a little bit better with my hands. I'm going to do about a tablespoon at a time. Some people like them perfectly shaped. I don't really mind if they're not. Now, if you don't like them crowded, you can always take the rest of the dumpling mixture and make biscuits out of them. I like a lot of dumplings in there, so I'm just going to fill up the spaces that I see. Okay, now I'm going to cover it. All right, let's take a peek and see what it looks like here. Ooh, look at that. Chicken dumplings in under 10 minutes. All right, everybody, let's give it a taste test. Our chicken and dumpling that we made so quickly. Let's see here. So good. Oh my goodness, you guys. It is such a yummy, homey meal. Give it a thumbs up, like, and a share. If you guys want to see more easy meals in jars, let me know. What kinds of meal preps do you do? What do you like to have for easy, fast, quick meals? Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Be blessed. Bon appetit.